drives beautifully. Oh my god, the tyres and the suspension have solved so many issues that this car was starting to have from sitting up. So hey, yeah, just got back a few days ago. GTR is out again. Took it for a quick drive. Everything feels the same as it did. So when I was home last, it failed the NCT on a couple of things. Missions, always a tricky one. Got pretty close. And then also on the suspension. So I've gotten a new set of Meister R coil-overs. Have teens in there right now. I always was a big fan of those just because, you know, they're Japanese and all that kind of stuff, but they don't seem to last very long on Irish English roads. I was doing a bit of research online, and a lot of people recommend the Meister R for like English roads in the UK, so the roads here are similar if not worse. So hopefully, they say the ride is a lot more compliant, so hopefully that is the case. And then I've also got new tyres, which I'll be showing later. The tyres that are on the car, they came with it. You can see that they're very old, even just from the discoloration, and they've got some like small cracks and stuff on them, so I just want to get them changed out. And also I've been wanting to go to a bigger size. So it's a really nice couple of days here in Ireland. Yeah, so interior is much the same. I was trying to put in different coilovers from my brother's S15 the last time I was home, so I know how to take these out. So in order to take the back seats out of a 33, or the coilovers out of a 33 on the rear, you got to take the back seats out. So you take them two bolts off, and then you can clip out the bottom bench, I think, first, and then you take the top bench off, and it's just to get the parcel shelf off. I'm going to unbox the coilovers, have a look at them, just see that they look right, but it does say that they're for BC number 33, so it should be fine. So yeah, just get the box open. It's always nice looking at coilovers, even if they're not yeah, they came with partners. I wasn't sure if they would. It's always cool to see coilovers all anodized and cool looking, so yeah, they look correct. They look about the correct length. Yeah, so start off by taking off these bolts, one on each side. Yeah, and then once the two bolts are out, you just gotta kind of yank. And you take off the bolt here, over here, 10mm, and then the seat should just slide up. Yeah, so back of the car is jacked up. Yeah, and there we go. It's pretty clean underneath. It's been under sealed, schultzed, whatever you want to call it, and then the old coil over there, I think that's the bad one. It was all leaking, so yeah, and I whipped that bad boy out and then put the new one in. Yeah, it's a pretty easy takeout. You just take the two bolts out from inside the car, one on the bottom, didn't need to take anything else, and give a nice kick to the bottom, and it just popped out. Yeah, so got the rear in on both sides. No idea if the height is right, so just gonna check that out. It's pretty easy so far, pretty fast. So I've got the two back in now, which is two wheel studs on. If I was to guess, I'd say maybe this side is lower. We'll see. So yeah, the job was going well. It's definitely lower than it was in the rear now. It's kind of what I wanted to do, so I'll see how it worked with the new tyres. So yeah, hey, so I ended up kind of forgetting to finish the coilover video. They're in now anyways, and it's been a couple of days, and I got the new tyres fitted and they look absolutely class. So I got Federal 595 RS Pros in 275 35 18. So I had a 265 35 18 before, and I always wanted to put bigger tyres in the car, and they were Nankangs. They were fine because the car, I think I said it before, but the chassis is completely fine with the grip, but I always wanted to put beefier tyres on it. So yeah, it's sitting good now. I left when I put the coilovers on. I originally had it kind of lower just to see, and I liked it. And then before I had to put the tyres on, I just raised it up just in case. So shouldn't have absolutely no issue on the front. I'm thinking about putting on a 5mm spacer. I'd love to. But the only problem is it's just hard to know how you get away with that. So when I get home, I'm going to drive it up on a load of blocks and try and, you know, get the suspension to compress. I have the suspension set to max soft at the moment. I would like to keep it that way if I can, but I might have to dial that in a little bit, even if it's just for the wedding, just to have it looking absolutely class. So I don't want it slammed, but I think it could do with being half an inch, maybe an inch lower. So if I can get away with it, there's tires in the back right now, so I'd say even when I take those out, it should be gone. Yeah, that should be pretty much it. And then I'll try and decide if I want to put the loud exhaust on it, because I like weighing up that whether it's worth it. I would really like to have it on for the wedding, just because there's not that much drama with the car. It's not as fun to drive when it doesn't sound like a GTR. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna go do some shopping, and yeah, I'm gonna go out tonight. So tomorrow, the day after, I'll be doing more car stuff. But yeah, should have probably a good few things to put in this video. More to come. So yeah, it's been a couple of days since I did the tires. I've just been on the beer. Well, yeah, I had to go out, kind of have my Irish stags. So I had a good 2 or 3 different nights there. Nothing too crazy, but yeah, so I haven't really been driving the car. So last kind of video I did was just after getting the tires put on the car, after doing the coil-overs, and you know, it was traffic, so I didn't really get to open it up. Just finished work there today. I'm still working for my company in Vancouver, so yeah, finished up there not that long ago, and I said, you know, I'm just gonna go for a drive when I still have a bit of energy. Just yeah, I'm gonna miss the car, like the car's sitting there, you know, all the times I've wanted to drive it in the last few years. So I was like, yeah, better take it out for a drive. But it drives beautifully. Oh my god, the tires and the suspension have solved so many issues that this car was starting to have from sitting up. So the new tires, my god, now the car, like, there was noises that I thought were like potentially drive shaft, like carrier bearings and all these sort of things, because it sounded so rotational, and vibrations, really heavy vibrations now, especially the last time. I remember the last time I drove it, I was like, yeah, these definitely need, the tires definitely needed to be sorted, but like it was more the dry rotting as well that I was like, look, I don't want to get a blowout or whatever. But my god, the car drives beautifully. I don't have, I can bring my suction cup now. I must start doing it. I did bring it with me to Ireland, but it drives absolutely beautifully. The only thing I will say is the suspension is set to full soft on the front, so I might actually just do that now. Or it's actually set to full soft all the way around now. So I wanted to see how much I could get away with it, but it is just too soft. The car just doesn't really feel as tight as it did even with the teens on full soft. So what I want to also do is I want to adjust the ride height tomorrow, start dialing in the suspension now, because it's actually a good time when it's, you know, late at night. I'm on the nice Headford road here. It's kind of like the Wangan of Galway. Since they put it in, it's a really good road. The only thing with the car I do miss is I really miss the exhaust that used to be on it. So it would be nice to have the car sounding more Skyline-y. It is very quiet. It's lovely, but you don't really get the RV sound. So yeah, just do the suspension 10 clicks to the hardest. And the good thing about that as well is that I do want to drop the ride height, and the car hasn't been rubbing, and I really don't want to rub the back tires and make them look like shit, because it's just part of the whole thing of having nice slicks or semi-slicks is that they just look so mint, and you want to keep them that way. And you know, you get a little nick on them and they won't look cool anymore, because you know, the car is supposed to be going around scuba circuit, not supposed to be going down some country lane and fucking, you know, on a down. So yeah, we'll try and keep her on the good roads, and yeah, probably won't be able to really put people in the back anymore, just because you run the risk of rubbing. I don't want to roll the arches, but I'm not going to bother putting on the spacers. I might mess with it on the front, we'll see, but I'm looking forward to getting nice new wheel studs on as well, I think, if they work out. Yeah, so there we go. Oh yeah, I've got all the LED lights in this. I really want to do something about that gauge, but yeah, I put all LEDs, and I really like the head unit. It actually matches up. I want to do all of these someday, but and even that, I know it can be done. Tires look mad at night. I can't wait to get the new headlight lenses on now, and the ride height dialed in, but fuck me, it's gorgeous. I actually noticed one thing there when I was driving it. Indicator, it's gone funny. Front is working, side is working, I assume it's the back, so yeah. She just needs a bulb in the back, so I get that sorted. I do have the Nismo ones for here, so I'm not sure if I'm going to put them in. But yeah, no, it is a cool car. I really need to get a door hinge. That's one thing that makes the car sound like shit. But yeah, it's a cool car. Very cool car. Even after driving all the Lamborghinis and fucking shit rentals, or cool rentals, I mean shit, but all that shit like Corvettes and Camaros and all that. And even having, like, I do love my Subaru. I just really do like Japanese cars though. They're just cool, and this is like the pinnacle, and with a good exhaust on this. Yeah, just want to see how it rides now. Does it feel bumpier? Yeah, obviously I'm trying trying to hold the phone, and yeah, so shifts are a bit slow, but there's something knocking around there. But I do have like timbers and shit in the boot, so I must take all that shit out. Yeah, it feels a bit harder now, but I think it's a GTR, it needs to feel that bit harder. Was that a cop? Yeah, it's a beautiful night. This is the new road. Well, anyone is like, it's not road's not new, but I moved to Dublin, then I moved to Vancouver, so I always forget how cool this road is. That's just a fourth gear thing, but yeah, like a lot of the vibrations are gone away. There's still, it's not even there between 80 and 100. Last time I drove it, man, my god, it was crazy. It was fucking crazy. I'm probably gonna have to put the phone down a second. But yeah, it's a cool car. The thing that was making me like almost kind of, I mean, I talk about selling it from time to time, but the thing that was probably making me most was just all them rattles and noises, and just when you're coming home for a few weeks, you just don't really have time to be, you know, ordering 15 different suspension components or whatever it could have been. But I do have new track rods on the way for it from the UK. Hopefully they come in on time, hopefully during the week, and I can get it on, and then I can probably bring it in for alignment as well. And it should be all cushy, and I've got another bushing to go in it as well. But yeah, so anyone was like, what's it like driving in Ireland? Yeah, we have lots of shit roads, but we have some good ones too. This is definitely one of the good ones in terms of just, I know I'm stuck behind a car here, but it's good road, like. It's new, and it's smooth. So like the coil-overs feel a lot better now. Yeah, because like last time, I know I was going faster, but it just didn't really feel as planted, and it just felt a bit boaty, because you know it's an R33, such horseshit. But I'm gonna put away the phone so I don't ride off this car, and yeah, I'm definitely gonna start doing suction cups and shit. But Whew! Alright, so it's the next day. But yeah, so I want to try and get the ride height dialed in. So I'm going to drop the front. I took the tyres out last night, the old tyres. So yeah, you can see they were not the tread, but they're old. So I can get away with a little bit on the rear. I'm not sure if I'm going to go just because of the lip. I don't want it to. Actually, that was something I did want to check. Forgot. But definitely can go a good bit on the front. The front is way higher than it used to be. So yeah, I'm going to drop the front down and yeah, see how that goes. And then I want to put the decat in. Have it over here. Just because, yeah, I'm running the tune and it's not going to be good for it to always have the cat in it. So I actually took the tune off to try and save the cat the other day. What I really like about the Meister R's is the spanners are good. Yeah, like these are, you know, they actually have to physically slip them on. They're much better than say teen. So yeah, I'm really happy about that. Put some lithium grease the last day. I didn't have any, so yeah, I'm going to be putting that on the coilovers. So yeah, I just put a little bit of lithium grease on collar there, so do the same on the top. It kind of goes everywhere, but I guess it'll be good in the long run. So yeah, I got the cat out. It's definitely disintegrating. Not sure if it's because it was old. You see there's bits coming out of it. Yeah, so I think it's a little bit louder without the cat. Yeah, that's kind of how I wanted to sit. Nice brake. Yeah, the main thing was to get the front down a little bit, so kind of not sure if I want to do the back at all. It's a tiny bit. Yeah, it smells a lot more petrol-y now with the cat out. Cat's out the bag. So I'm gonna drive it up on some blocks there and see can get away with the suspension compressing a little bit. This is definitely going to rub if it does hit, but it does look cool that little bit. But then it kind of cambers it in, so yeah, I'm not really sure if I really want to go any lower on the back. Might just leave it as it is. I think I'll leave it as it is for today. So yeah, I absolutely love how the car looks. It's the evening now, I've just finished work. I'm doing the old fish eye. Yeah, it just looks really cool. And it looks cool on either lens. But you get a good look at it there. I can get up close, but yeah, so I don't know. I didn't bother messing with the back. I might do. I have other things to do.